welcome back to TubeTalk.
Welcome back to you too, Douglas. How are you, mate?
Yeah, mate, I'm good, mate.
Mufti today?
Yeah, mate.
Very nice. Very nice. Cricket this weekend, 2 days of cricket, Super Sixes.
It's gonna be fun.
Be fun. And the best thing is...
No girls?
Yeah, no girls. Melissa, Kate are away. Just me and you in the house.
Chilling.
Chilling, a few takeaways.
Yep.
A few secrets we won't tell the girls about.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, moving on from our boring lives. How are the shares and yearling sales going, Dad?
Really good, Doug. 90% of them, of the yearlings we bought from Karaka are filled. So they've been really, really popular. We talked, there's still shares available in 4 really nice colts. 1 staying in New Zealand and 3 going to Australia. And we talked last week about the preferment colt going to Trent Busserton, and he's been really popular last week. There's only like 20%, I think, left on him. And look, he's a great colt for people to get involved in. Preferment is a son of Zabeel, his oldest progeny of 2. He won 4 Group 1s, so he had an amazing record on the track. And this horse is a 3/4 brother to a horse called Tavernell that was a group winner in Melbourne, and he will give us every chance with Trent Busserton and Natalie Young in Melbourne of running in a derby. And the shares are only just over 4,000 for a 5% share, all cost to mate. Get involved in him. He'll give you an opportunity to run some massive races in Melbourne. So that is my push this week, with only a couple of shares left of them.
Not the bit of the week, but...
No, we'll get on to bit of the week, Doug. A tasty bit of the week, Doug.
Last week, a tissue ran a good third.
She did. She was fresh up, and she's turning into the filly we always knew she'd be. A proper horse, a really classy Sabile filly that's going to want a mile and further. So the 1200 metres was a bit short for her, but she ran the fastest last 400 and 200 metres, fastest last 200 metres of the day. That includes faster than the open class sprinters getting home. So she's come back really well. And she'll step up to 1400 metres next start, be awfully hard to beat, and she's got some black type targets coming up.
Waimoku Falls ran a decent 4th.
So she ran a nice 4th. She's just racing still very new. She's a big filly. She's got a massive stride in her, and she gets around horses and she just can't quite get her rhythm going yet. And so she's sort of a bit awkward and putting her head in different places, and she's just not quite stretching out with the rhythm that she should. But that'll come. All she needs now is racing. So she's a high quality filly. She will go to the Sunline Stakes Group 3, 2100 metres for fillies on the 6th of March. And she's stepping up in ground, but I don't think that'll be a problem. It'll just be whether it's all coming a bit too early for her, but she's high quality.
Lord Ardmore also ran a 4th.
Super 4th. He's heading to the Derby, and he's a real life chance. He's by a reliable man. He's out of stakes performing Darcy Brahma mare that won 3 races at 1900 metres or further. So he'll have no problem with the distance. Last Saturday, he was the fastest last 4 and 200 metres of the race. He was hitting the line really hard. He had blinkers on for the first time, and so he was just a bit keen in the running, so it'd be better for that next start in the Derby. And I couldn't have been happier with his run. He was the last horse we pulled up. He's a live chance in the Derby.
Yeah, moving on to this week, a couple of horses here. On Friday at Rickettson, race 2, we have Exuberant.
So he's probably down to his last start. He's been running well without winning. He ran second a couple of starts back, so we're probably going to try some slightly different tactics on him. We've been taking him back, letting him get cover and running on. I think we'll just let him settle wherever he's happy, so that might be in front, it might be, I don't know where it'll be, but we'll just let him settle wherever he's happy and run his race, because it's probably his last chance to put his hand up. 3 kilo claimer on board, so he comes down to 58 kilos, and at his best he'd clean his field up easily. He has got the outside barrier draw, which makes it slightly awkward, but he's got to be a chance.
Race 6, Running Man.
Yeah, he's got Jake Larry on board, nice draw, 1400 metres suits him. He's been a horse that just hasn't been getting out of the barriers well. He's been getting too far back in his races. We need him to jump better. If he jumps better and puts himself midfield and relaxes, this race is well within his grasp.
And moving on, at Canterbury Park in Sydney, race 3, we have Mighty Beale.
Very, very talented horse. He won last start by 4.5 lengths. He could have won by 10 if he wanted to. He's potentially heading to the AJC Derby. If not, he'll go to the Queensland Derby. And Friday night will tell us where we head with him. He's got a big motor, a lot of ability, but he's got a lot against him on Friday night. He's a 3-year-old against 3 and 4-year-olds. He's got top weight of 60 kilos. He's got an outside barrier draw, and he's on the Canterbury Park circuit, which is really tight. And he didn't, even though he won by 4.5 last time, he didn't actually handle the corners, and he drifted out and couldn't get balanced. So we've got ability. We've got James McDonald in the saddle. They're the 2 pluses. Everything else is against him. If he can win on Friday night with those things against him, I'd say we'll be heading to the AJC Derby. If he can't, we might be just easing up on him and waiting for the Queensland Derby. But he's a high-class horse no matter where he goes. And he can win on Friday night.
On Saturday at Matamata race 1, Rip 'em Up.
Really happy with this horse. We've just changed a few things around with her, and she's going much better. As you're probably seeing on the video, she ran 3rd first up in a strong rating 65 race. This is a mile again, and she'll be looking for to step up further after this. I don't think the field is any stronger than last start. She's got a lovely barrier draw of 1. She's a happy horse. As long as she can begin well and position herself nicely, I think not get too far off them, which hopefully she should be able to do. She's a distinct winning chance with breaks coming her way, and I'm really looking forward to stepping her up to 2100 metres next start. Really nice each way chance.
Race 5 is Hasbro.
He's fresh up again. We just gave him a little breather. He had a few hard runs in a row, so we've just given him a breather. 1400 metres is too short for him. He's got the outside barrier draw of 11. Craig Gould's in the saddle. He's got, apart from Craig, great to have Craig, there's a lot of things against him. But he can go good fresh. He looks well. I would say we'll be riding however he jumps. If he jumps bad, we'll be going back. If he jumps well, we'll probably roll forward. If he jumps well and puts himself in the race, I think he can run a really nice race at well over the odds that he should be. He's a talented horse, and I think he's in for a good prep.
At the Sunshine Coast on Saturday race 7, we have Amward.
Yeah, our last runner for the weekend, the great Amward, 800,000 in the bin. Fresh up, he was a really good 6th. Second up over a mile, that suits him better, but he's got a massive weight. He's got 59 kilos. So he's I think there's only one other horse above the minimum, or 2, and the rest are on the minimum. That counts against him. Luke Dittman at the saddle. The mile is too short, but he should find a nice spot. He should be relaxed and hitting the line really well. And then he'll be ready to hit form after this, stepping up to 1800 metres and further. They should go a little bit too quick for him over the mile, but he showed cheek first up. He can show cheek second up, and his class will take him a long way.
Now moving on to bit of the week.
Shall I do the drum roll?
Yep. At Matamata race 7 is Mozzarella.
Mozzarella! You like mozzarella, don't you, Doug?
Yeah. Yummy.
Yeah. Caprese salad is Doug's favourite dish.
Yeah.
Really like this horse. It's from the South Island. It's coming up for the Breeders' Stakes, but Nick Wigley trained it. He knows what it takes to have a good horse. He's got an outside barrier which doesn't help. But it's by Capitalist. Capitalist left the winner of the $2 million English banner a few weeks back. Shakiro is a 2-year-old, so he looks like he's going to be a sire of very, very good 2-year-olds. This filly in the spring had a couple of runs, but she's come back and she won by 4 lengths last time. She killed them. And she's got the right pedigree to do it. I think that from the barrier they'll probably be blasting forward, and I think if she crosses and gets to the lead, or outside the lead, I think she'll be awfully hard to beat. I think she's got a lot of ability and is very fast. So that is our Mozzarella, is our bet of the week. The raider from the South Island at about $3.20 in the Breeders' Stakes on Saturday.
And that is our TubeTalk.
For another week, and next week we're back, Doug, and we'll be doing a big derby preview with Lord Ardmore looking to become our second horse by a reliable man to win a Group 1 Classic.
Exciting.
It is.
Well, that's all for now, and we'll see you next week.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Heart to Heart moves to our Prom King. Deceptio Visas. Our Frankie running on from If Ida from the back, and Atomic Kitten starting to weave a path. Heart to Heart wearing down our Prom King. Deceptio Visas holding third. Got a little tight and behind. Our Prom King on the outside. Heart to Heart seriously running on, and Running Man from the back. Atomic Kitten took the lead. Running Man's coming two to her one the outside. It's Atomic Kitten. Running Man the udder. Go Racing, he'll take the first. Running Man won it.